What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a final review video on the 2024 Ford Mustang Dark Horse. So this is a full 3D printed model kit, and this is my first major full 3D printed model kit, and first time experiencing it. It's definitely different, and it's actually pretty fun, I gotta say. It does take more time to get used to it, or not used to it, but time to sand it and stuff, because it's full 3D printed. But first time experiencing it, it's actually pretty fun. Make sure you have quite a bit of models up your blood before you tackle this kind of build, because like I said, it's pretty intense, because everything is scratched. I mean, you gotta do the windows, windshield, your headlights, all this fun stuff. So it took a bit of time to get used to it, and I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of wing it a little bit, and just kind of figure out from the down the road as I go. But this is how she turned out. So I'll show you what we did. So of course I 3D printed this myself. I got the file off Codes 3D. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you're interested, if you have your own 3D printer. So this print, I did get some questions. How long did it take about to print? For the body, just for the body, it took about 11 hours. But I want to say for the whole print, including the interior, chassis, wheels, all that fun stuff, I want to say about 24, 25, 26 hours or so, all total. And I do have two printers, so that kind of speeds up the time quite a bit. But yeah, just give you a rough idea. So I'll show you what we did to it. So of course, this is the new Dark Horse edition. This is an all new trim for the Ford Mustang. So obviously Ford went ahead and did an all new color for it. So this is called Blue Ember. Splash Paints has custom mixed it for me, which is very cool. So it's like a really dark blue, and then in certain lights it's like a reddish, pinkish kind of tone, and it has metallic flakes into it, which is actually really cool. So very nice color, and it's pretty cool how Splash Paints found it. It took him a bit to find it, but once he found it, he let me know, and he said I'm gonna make it right away, and that's pretty awesome. So Splash Paints, I cannot thank you enough for the color. It's amazing. It looks absolutely incredible. It went down perfect. The wheels, I went ahead and used machine gray, again from Splash Paints. Because on this wheel car, the wheels aren't black. They're like more like a darker gray, and the machine gray actually suits it perfect. That's probably the closest I can get them. So the front grille and stuff is all flat black. Well, not flat black, but I painted it flat black, hand painted it, because I think if you mask it off, it would be quite hard. So I just hand painted the whole grille, and then obviously on the wheel car, on this edition particularly, it's gloss. So I clear coated it with the body, so that worked out good. If you're not going to do gloss, obviously gloss the car first. Do your clear coat first, and then do that afterwards. Hand paint that flat black. But that looks pretty good. The horse ponies, the aluminum ones, are actually photo edge, or not? Yeah, they're photo edge. Metal transfer stickers, decals. So we got the pony on the front grille and also on the back, and then we got one in the steering wheel. I'll leave a link to these in the description, just in case you want to get some for yourself. For why not? Because they look more realistic. This is them right there, just called metal decal. I believe they're in China. I'm not sure. I got these off Amazon or eBay, so I'll leave a link to it in the description. It took about a week and a half to get here, so not too bad. But they do look amazing. So we got that going. The tail lights, I 3D printed them in a clear resin red, and then obviously we did the black and then all that fun stuff. So the tail lights look incredible, and of course I did the flat black stripe, the particular stripe for the Dark Horse. So that looks pretty good. That was pretty fun to measure and mask and paint that by hand, or not hand, but by airbrush. But it took a bit of time, but it does look out. It does look pretty nice. But other than that, that's basically about the inside or outside. It looks incredible, and it just absolutely love it. The interior is a highly detailed interior. Obviously, you got the new updated dashboard, seats. These are recoverable seats. Then you get your back. Of course, I flocked the interior. So the interior is pretty basic. I did for the color, just black on black. That's the way I wanted to do this one. But it looks amazing. Of course, we got the aluminum pony on the steering wheel as well. Because obviously this is a full 3D printed model. There is no decals included. So obviously I had to get something to have the pony on the front grille and the back. So on the Dark Horse, this is actually not a pony back here. It's actually a picture of a Dark Horse, but obviously it's so new they don't have it in here. So I just went ahead and put a pony on there just for a heck of it. But on an actual Dark Horse, it's actually, instead of pony, it's like an actual, you know, horse head facing you. That's what the Dark Horse is. But on the front grille, this is correct. But I don't really care because the Dark Horse edition is too new to the community or to the world. Nobody has it as a decal yet. So, but I'm not too worried about that or too picky about that. But other than that, the chassis, just in case you're wondering about the chassis is simple. It's curbside. There's nothing down there. Only chassis detail you have is just the brakes. That's it, and the exhaust. But other than that, the chassis detail, there's nothing to look at. But I don't really care about that. You know, you're not gonna be flipping this car over anyway, looking at the bottom. You know, so. But the only thing that matters on these kits is just the body and the interior. That's what shines on these kits, and it's pretty cool. You're doing a 2024 car before it's actually the year 2024. Pretty insane, and you know the technology these days, it's pretty insane. It's incredible you can do a full 3D printed car or model kit these days. It's mind-blowing. And as soon as I saw this on Codes 3D, I was like, yeah dude, I gotta get that. I gotta build it as a kit. And yeah, and he does offer it in different scales. You can go up to like 1/16, you know, 1/18 scale. But obviously I didn't want to do that. I just want to do my generic 1/24th, 1/25th scale. So this is 1/24 scale because I'm so used to it, and you know, so. But he does offer in different scale sizes. So if you want to do a bigger scale, go for it. Much more detail and much better. But I just want to do a generic 1/24 scale because that's the scale I'm used to, and you know, it looks good with my other ones. So, but other than that, that's basically it for this build. Not really much more to show. It's just it's definitely a fun build. Full 3D printed, first time hassling it. Well, my first one was the Atom 3, but that one didn't have any windshield or anything like that. It didn't have glass parts. So this is my full car build with windows and you know all this vacuum forming type deal with the headlights. So this was completely new to me and first time experiment. Obviously I can do better. But how this one turned out for my first time, it looks absolutely insane, and you know, I'm very happy how it turned out. So pretty cool. But other than that, guys, that's it for this build. Stay tuned. I'll have a picture of it in the photo booth at the end of this video, and I'll have a separate video of it being built from the ground up. Some of you asked me for those videos again, so I'll keep doing them. But other than that, guys, that's it for this build, and until next video, I'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.